Hello, friends. Welcome to DC World History B and the Unit 1 project, which is an infographic on imperialism. And I love this project because I think it's so much fun and it's so fun to see you put the information that you've learned in a really graphic sense. So I've seen a lot of really fun things with this, and I expect that I will see a lot more. So that's exciting. Okay, so this is the project. The question of the project is what factors drove European nations to pursue imperialist imperialism policies in the later 19th century? What were the impacts of imperialism during the 19th century? So you are going to create an infographic that visually represents ideas and answers the essential questions about European imperialism in the 19th century. The infographic should include both visuals, images, diagrams, charts, and maps, and captions that explain the visuals. So first, you're going to choose your topic. Start by selecting one of the following topics that interest you: colonization to imperialism, Napoleon and France, motives for imperialism during the age of imperialism, impact on the colonies from imperialism, and colonial reaction. Okay, so those are basically the titles of each lesson in Unit 1. All right, so which lesson grabbed you the most? Okay, you're going to research your topic. You're going to use reliable sources like your school's library, lily.org, Library of Congress, and any other reputable historic websites or academic articles. Please talk to me if you get stuck, okay? I would rather have you talk to me than try to figure this out on your own and do a crappy job, okay? And then make you do it again, okay? That's not gonna fly, right? So make sure that you focus on the essential questions. Take notes of key events, figures, and significant consequences related to your chosen topic. And then organize your information. Choose the key points that you want to convey. You will need to distill your research into digestible focus points of information. Think about how the information connects and how one event or idea leads to the next. This will help your infographic have clear flow, and then create an infographic. So you can do it on Canva, Pictochart, all of those different ideas. Okay. So design tips: balance text and visuals. Make sure that your visuals are relevant to the topic. Use color effectively. Choose a color theme that is clear and easy to read. Focus on simplicity. Infographics should convey a lot of information at a glance. So don't overcrowd it with too much text or visuals. Write clear captions. Provide brief explanations for each image or visual in your search. These captions should complement the images and provide context. Use concise language while covering the important points. Cite your sources. Use EasyBib or Citation Machine to help you with the formatting of that. Final checks: grammar and mechanics. Make sure all your text is good. Visual flow: think about how the visuals can tell the story of imperialism in a way that complements your text. Keep the audience in mind. Your infographic should be understandable to someone who might not be familiar with the topic. And if you're unsure about the design, keep it simple and effective. Don't clutter the space. If you're unsure about anything, talk to me. It's my job to help you, okay? Don't forget that it's my job. It really is my job. So, you will be graded on using good historical context to help readers move through history with the subject, showing a level of thought and detail that would be present in an 800-word written piece with clarity, insight, and thorough understanding, using good design elements that flow well through the infographic to show context and relevant to as stated above, and use correct grammar and mechanics, and MLA format for the works cited as well. Okay, and you can have that be separate, and it's okay. I don't care. All right, so here are some examples that I found online. Obviously, you're not expected to do something like this, but this is just to kind of get your brain working. So we have the history of the t-shirt, and then we have Christmas by numbers. Okay, so you know, how many people use stockings, how many people have angels, how many people have stars on top of their tree, all of that jazz, whatever. And this is a good one. We as historians really like this one because it's a timeline of the Levi Strauss Company jeans history. Okay, so it gives us, it gives us good times for when everything in that jeans company was shown or was used or whatever. Here are some examples that I have found. Here is one that was done by a student on imperialism, and he talks about establishing the colonies in 1588 and funding in 1600s, and then governing, and then having them be governed, and then the downfall. So that's kind of interesting. This is one that I did on Napoleon Dynamite. Not Napoleon Dynamite, Napoleon Bonaparte, who was not Napoleon Dynamite. And so I have kind of an outline of his life and how it all happened and stuff. So I am hoping to get really good projects from you guys. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thanks so much. Bye.